Got a little video for you here today. This is a friend's OLA5 made by DIYRE. It's a home build gone awry. So obviously I had an initial inspection. The soldering is not the best. I think I'm going to have to just go over everything to make it look nice. I don't know if you can see that there. I don't know what happened there. But just by very first initial glances, I can see that there's a resistor missing here, R1 47 ohm, which feeds this trim pot, which actually sets the threshold for the compressor. So I don't think there's any reason for that to be missing. So I don't have a 500 series rack, so I'm just going to have to power this from a bench power supply and connect the inputs and outputs. So I'll just hook that up to the breadboard. Okay, so I've got it hooked up to my power supply and we have the ins and outs. I haven't put the 470 ohm resistor in yet. And yeah, I can confirm there's not much going on. So we're going to have to just put that resistor in. Put the resistor in now. Let's power up and we'll engage the compressor. So the gain's working great, and now we have threshold, and you can see as I increase the threshold the gain changes, and if I bring the threshold quickly back to 0, you can see how slow it takes. And if we turn it up fully, we can see a bit of distortion. I don't know whether that's my power supply. Mine's a linear power supply. Might just be the breadboard connections. Other than that, at a moderate gain, it's a very respectable 0.00 whatever THD. Okay, let's see if I can rig it up to do the calibration setup. We're in bypass mode right now. As you can see, it's actually showing 0.7 lower on the way back in. Not sure why that is. They are shorted when it's in bypass mode. Could be something to do with my breadboard wires or something. Anyway, that's close enough. So let's engage the compressor. Everything's turned down at the moment. So let's turn the output. That's quite close to the input. And we shall start to turn the threshold in. I want that to read minus 18. I'm not quite sure why these dented pots. It seems like you've lost a lot of control. I could dial that in if it wasn't a dented pot. So we can either choose 17.3 or 19.2. I guess 17.3 is closest. So now that really, that does read, in fact, 8 dB on the scale, which is correct. And if you needed to adjust it, so as that was 7.3, I'm just going to dial it back just when that LED goes off. Or just on. And that's about as close as we can get. Okay, great, everything's working. I still think I'm going to, let me just disconnect all the power. I'm still going to have a quick whiz round with the soldering iron. Little things, I don't know if you can see that, could do a straightening up as well. Okay, that's all put back together now. I'm not a great fan of these black PCBs. They're quite difficult to keep clean. But there you go. That's all working. Catch you next time.